If you want to learn how to make a full stack web application, but you want to make it without writing any code, let me teach you how to use AppSheet. There's a link below for this full project. You can also get a sample in the video that's coming for you to see what the course is like. If you click that link, it's going to give you a month free to Skillshare where you can access a ton of other educational courses as well as mine, and enjoy the rest of the video. Okay, the only thing we have left to clean up is we're going to want to make sure we require a couple fields that aren't required. So our description, we want a description every time, and a status and an invoice link every time. So we're going to make sure that those are all there. So that way we get the data we want when we want it, and we don't let the user decide when they want to input something that we needed, because that can lead to breaking things. So let's go ahead, move on from that now that all of our data is officially conditioned, which I thought in the last video was, but let's move on. Let's go to behavior, and we're going to add an action, because we're going to get that crispy ability to go ahead and email people with a click of a button. So new action, and we're going to say something like customer payment reminder. Okay, so when we go ahead and start with this, so we'll say do this external, start an email. We'll say to, and we're going to say customer email, and the subject, I'm going to pre-bake these for you and I'll have them available for you to get. Essentially, the subject, we're going to put kind of whatever we want. We're going to add in some of the dynamic values being these columns right here. So it'll run something like, this isn't the exact thing you want to put in here, but we're going to say something like, hey, on date issued, or date due. Hey, on date due, you owe us amount. Okay, so this is, you see where this is kind of going, right? Okay, so let me go ahead and get those values in here, and I'll show them to you. Okay, so for the subject of the email, what we're going to use is this concatenate function. Concatenate means just to put together. So we're adding in like text in between these quotes, and then we're adding in the dynamic columns, which we kind of talked about a little bit already. So we're going to say a friendly reminder to pay $, and then immediately after will be an amount, and then we'll put a space here before your due date of whatever that date is. So that'll just be the subject line, and then for the body, we're going to say concatenate your balance of whatever amount needs to be paid. Click this link, and then we'll put in our invoice link in this link text formatter function or formatter that just takes the invoice link and it makes it a link, and then we'll say to pay your invoice. So to show you what this looks like, you click on here, and so this should say with whatever email you are running, we'll say to the customer's email dynamically loaded in here, a friendly reminder to pay $600 before your due date of this date. Your balance of $600 needs to be paid. Click this link to pay your invoice. So boom, right? So this is the dynamic emails we're talking about, right? So this does what we want it to do, and great. So now we have that in there. We're all good to go. I'll make sure that you all can get a hold of these in the resources section, so that way you can modify these to be your own. Just make sure that you have commas in between each dynamic or text value, and you have quotes up for the actual text, and then you have these brackets for the dynamic values, but you can just click column right here to get that. Okay, so just hit save, and then you should be good to move on.